Good morning. We're starting the May Junk Journal Madness with Susan from I Totally Love It. We're using the hashtag jjmadness so that we can find each other. This is a monthly journal making event hosted by Susan at I Totally Love It. Each month there's a guest collaborator. And this month it is Tammy at Lou Frou Frou Studio. And if you go over to Susan's page, if I can link it, I'll link it. But if you go over to Susan's page at I Totally Love It, first of all, subscribe if you haven't. Under this hashtag jjmadness for May, she'll have the people who are participating. The theme this month is grungy. So I'm just going to look through. These are lists that Susan has compiled that are little prompts and reminders of different things that we can do. But what I want to do is look at these in a different way. Look at these kind of as things I want to try. And things I want to include as well, like up front that I know I want to include. So I'm going to maybe just look through the list and like do a definite on some. So I'm thinking Franken paper, masterboard, which I have this snippet masterboard, which I think the colors will lend itself very well to grungy. And right now I'm looking for things that maybe I haven't done before. A wallet pocket. I'm not quite sure what that is. I'm thinking it's like this and this, but I'm going to find out. Oh, you know what? This masterboard, there's a snippet roll here. That's a matchbook would be pretty cool too. Clusters. I like the idea of a woven paper page. In my head, like the grungy is going to be like things that have been compiled together to make a single sheet of paper, or like, so like a Franken paper, a woven paper. It's like you took all these grungy little items and put them together in my head. Let's see. Paper flowers is kind of neat. We could do that out of maybe out of pattern paper. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know the difference between a hidden paper clip and an altered paper clip, so we're going to look at that. All right. I've got slow stitch piece tabs. I think that's going to be the start. So anything that I've marked in brown, I'll circle them. I'm going to start with trying to include those. Or at least explore if I want to do those. I'd like to do a postcard too because, well, that's a make, but I have postcards and I think some of them could probably be kind of grungy if I want them to be. Okay, there's that. Now these are the materials, so I know that I probably want some jute, some yarn, some lace, some fabric. Something metal would be good, especially if it's rusty. I haven't used a coffee filter or a tea bag, but I might. Let's see. There's the postcard. Maybe something wooden. You know, what I don't see on here, Susan, is, and I've used them a couple times, is there like pieces of a book cover on this? Like in the one Woodland Journal, I made a writing board out of the back cover of a book. Sewing patterns. So like even for your cover, you might be using part of this book. That's what, we'll get into that, but texture paste would be nice to try, or an embossed item, and or there's so much here. Numbers and dates is kind of cool. Well, recycled item, that's something from a book. I have some pretty yellowed coloring book pages, so all right, foreign text. I think we're good. So that's kind of like the things that I kind of want to get into, and I'm going to try and keep that nearby so I don't forget that I had a plan. These pages are available at Susan's Ko-fi for download, and she updates them as we go along. All right, now there was a little bit of a, not a challenge, but maybe a suggestion from Susan that we try and do something that we haven't done before each time. It wasn't a mandate, but it was a suggestion, and I think it's a good suggestion. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pre-existing cover of a book. And you see this book is in pretty bad shape. So to me, that's pretty close to grungy. It's not so much grungy as it is worn, but you can see there's areas of grunge that I can leave. Even the inside, look at that. This is actually out of another book about cats. Nice find. I'm pretty sure this is a Christian book of parables. Maybe. It's from London, 1878. It's got some nice pictures. Maybe what I'll do is I'll include this in some ephemera bundles in case anybody's interested. I guess this is maybe a Sunday school book. I have this one also. It's not as grungy on the outside, just because it's colored red. Kind of grungy on the inside, and it's definitely falling apart. Oh, look at that postcard. Yeah. Some nice pictures too. So we'll see what I'm going to do with the pages. I think this one I'm going to let me see how much of it will fall apart if I take the front pages out. This one seems to want to be here. So does this one and this one. This is already I'm going to try and just pull these little signatures out in order, I guess. Maybe so that I don't have to maybe so the whole thing doesn't fall apart. Like, I don't want to cut any strings. I don't know what I want to do. Let's see. Your resource for deconstructing old books is definitely Kelly at Book and Paper Arts. She's amazing. And here I am winging it just because I'm here trying to do something else. See these pictures? They're great. Pictures, fonts, all of it. Let's see. I'm sorry if you can't see some of this, but so it seems as though each of these has like a, I don't know how many hole, one, two, three, a 5-hole pamphlet stitch holding it together. Kind of cool. And somebody did a really good job because it doesn't want to give up the threads. I think the real key is to go in and just pull each page. So see, like this is one page, right? So if you lift it, instead of doing the whole signature, you probably end up with minimal damage to the page. Yep. I'm going to keep going and I'll come back after I do that and have my breakfast. All right. So I have this book empty except for the first couple pages and the last couple pages. Hold on. And these wonderful threads. So I do believe that eventually this is going to be my cover. I'd like to keep this spine intact, so what I'm formulating in my mind is, what if I were to punch 3 holes and then do some type of thing that holds this in. I want it to look like a well-loved book that somebody they love it so much they're like holding it together. You know how you get that thing and then you duct tape it and you got all these different ways you're trying to save something. You hand sew it. Okay, so that's, see, there's one of those pages. Didn't want to stay in. So here are all those pages, and we may see some of them again as we put this together. Yeah, so there's that. I'm going to show you some other things that I'm formulating. I don't know that I'm going to do any putting together in this video. So if this doesn't interest you, I'll see you on the next one. These are just things that I think have the right coloring. This stamp here, it's a Christmas stamp. I like the back of it. But the front has great lines too. Now these are all like, I don't know, sepia toned, kind of earth tones, not super bright. There's a couple here that maybe look newer. Even like these guys. This is a piping plover. I love them. Okay, so I think that's the end of it. This is just other stuff. So I have those in there. See if I remember them. Oh, let's see. I ran across this thing that I made. It's a postcard from, well, I think it's actually from the Vatican Museum, I think. So I don't know how I'd use this. It's big. It's bigger than what I have. I might have to, you know, or I might not use it at all. I'm going to show you some things. These are all just scraps. This is Maps and Routes of London Transport. This is from 1967. I wonder if I should try and sell this on my eBay. It's kind of neat. Maybe I won't undo that just yet. Let's see. Music paper, fabrics, bits and pieces. So you see the tones that I'm going for? It's very similar actually to the one I did last month, which was roses and neutrals. So I have to kind of try and figure out where neutrals and grunges come in together. What I have been doing, Tammy from Lou Frou Frou Studios, her favorite thing is grunge. So I went on her channel and she has a playlist. It's called Wednesday Grunge Play or something like that. It's from a year ago. But I'm binge watching that so I can kind of see what the elements are of grunge. I mean, they're whatever you want it to be, but I've only done one like real grunge thing. And it was super fun and I was super proud of it. So, we'll see. But, you know, it's not, grunge is not intuitive to me. So I have to do there's a little learning curve. So yeah, that's my starting point. Let's see, I think I showed you guys these the other day. These three things. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I do have an emery board that I'm going to use as a tool. Because from what I understand, you know, there's a lot of like distressing and scratching up. I'm going to find and have out the inks that would be appropriate. So I have them at hand and I'm not struggling to search. All right. So I hope you decide to join us on this little adventure. And, you know, start where you're at. If you only have things around the house, that's almost all I use. I don't use a lot of specialty papers. You can get cheap or inexpensive items on Marketplace sometimes and in thrift stores. But really it's just a matter of starting. Start small, make some clusters. It'll get you in the mood. All right, I'll catch you during the project.